Gotta change how we do things. When I want to trust you, and I feel like all the trust is gone. All the fucking trust is gone in the relationship because you keep splitting.
I'm not gonna be in a physical fucking altercation with you.
Then don't.
You fucking hit me last night. You fucking.
What about all the other times you split? Come on, you cannot act like that's about that. It's
Well,
not.
we're on a plane. I can't split.
No, and you hit back. So don't act like you don't fucking
I
participate.
pushed you.
I'm not gonna get into the details of that fight. You and I both know that you split when there is no physical violence involved, and that you do it like at the very beginning of fights these days. And if you split and you go into a different room and you don't actually leave that house, it does nothing but perpetuate the fight.
In the public eye, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's relationship has been nothing short of a roller coaster ride filled with scandal, accusations, and explosive arguments. What many didn't realize, however, is the emotional toll behind closed doors. For years, the world watched as their tumultuous relationship played out on the biggest stage, leading to a dramatic courtroom battle that shocked millions. Today, we take a closer look at the heated arguments that took place behind closed doors between these two, exploring the raw emotions, the accusations, and the shocking moments that defined their marriage.
Really, when you split on me, how do you feel when I leave you?
When I split, when I go into the other room, you say.
And getting me a room, getting another room in a hotel is just the same thing.
When did I get another room at a hotel?
You text Steven or Nathan in Toronto to get you another room. You don't even know what you're talking about. You still haven't even told me what it is, but run with it.
I have told you what it is.
No, you haven't.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
You told me to do it. You
Yeah.
told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the
You're right.
fucking thing. And you
figured
in
it
the
out.
face. And you said, no, fucking, no, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I watched you lie. And then
I did punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't.
The breakdown of their relationship wasn't just a series of disagreements, it was a clash of intense emotions. Amber can be heard accusing Johnny of breaking her trust, something that was crucial to any relationship but was now seemingly destroyed. Amber says, "We've got to change how we do things, and I want to trust you, but I feel like all the trust is gone. All the fucking trust is gone in the relationship because you keep splitting." Johnny responds with a defensive tone, saying, "I'm not going to be in a physical fucking altercation with you." The tension in their voices tells the story of a relationship plagued by distrust and constant arguments. Amber fires back, "Then, don't you fucking hit me last night?" And Johnny counters, "What about all the other times you split?"
Hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
Even a lot of us have been around a long time. I know.
No, when you fucking have a closed fist.
You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you.
The conversation escalates quickly. As the argument moves toward physical confrontations, Amber accuses Johnny of hitting her, but Johnny insists it wasn't a punch, it was a slap, even as she asserts, "You punched me in the fucking face." Johnny tries to explain himself. "I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you." But Amber isn't convinced. She questions his actions. "Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched."
I fucking was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are your toes?
What am I supposed to do? Do this?
How are your
I'm not
toes?
sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are.
Oh,
that's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you start physical fights?
Baby,
because
the fuck up,
because you started physical fights?
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did. So I had to get the fuck out of there.
Yes, you did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You're admirable.
Their verbal exchange becomes more heated as they start pointing fingers, each blaming the other for instigating the fights. Johnny accuses Amber of being the one to start physical altercations, while Amber questions why Johnny's actions are always excused. "I did start a physical fight?" Johnny asks, his voice tinged with disbelief. "Yes, you did," Amber retorts, "so I had to get the fuck out of there." As they try to justify their actions, the emotional damage becomes clearer. Neither side seems to acknowledge their role in the escalating chaos. Johnny sarcastically calls Amber admirable for leaving the fight, yet in the same breath, he accuses her of starting it all. Amber pushes back, saying, "You start physical fights because you expect people to act a certain way, but you don't follow through yourself."
Every single time. What's her excuse? When there's not a physical fight, but what's the excuse there? You're still being admirable, right? Just like running away. And you can sit here and call me names, but you get called a name, and what do? That's the last insult. You're a baby. You're a hypocrite. You don't do anything that you actually do. You expect from people what you can't give them.
As the argument continues, the sense of emotional manipulation becomes increasingly evident. Amber accuses Johnny of being a hypocrite, claiming that he's incapable of practicing what he preaches. She says, "You don't do anything that you expect from people. You can't give them." Johnny, feeling attacked, deflects the accusation with a sharp comeback, calling her a baby and a hypocrite. This back and forth shows how the power struggle between them intensified, each using emotional manipulation to try and gain control over the situation. As the argument escalates, the emotional toll becomes more evident. Each accusation, each verbal strike, is a blow to the already fragile bond they share. At this point, it's not just about the physical altercations. It's the hurt, the sense of betrayal, and the confusion that weighs on them both. Amber, in one of her emotional outbursts, accuses Johnny of being the one who started the whole toxic cycle. "You're always starting these physical fights. What do you expect from me?" The pain in her voice is palpable, and Johnny can't seem to understand why their communication has broken down to this point. Johnny responds, trying to defend himself. "I didn't start this fight. I didn't want any of this. But you pushed. Me? You kept pushing me." At this moment, the realization sets in that these aren't just arguments anymore. They've become patterns. Patterns of anger, defensiveness, and a deep-seated resentment that neither seems able to shake off. Johnny and Amber have a way of communicating that is built on mistrust, and as the conversation moves forward, it's clear they both have a long-standing, imminent history of emotional damage. Despite the physical altercations, both parties deny that the situation is as bad as it seems, always trying to justify their actions. Johnny says, "I didn't want to hurt you. I don't know what happened. I didn't punch you. I was hitting you, and I'm sorry." Amber responds, her voice growing more frantic. "Sorry? You don't know what it's like to be punched, Johnny. You don't get it." This cycle of accusations and denials continues, with each partner accusing the other of being emotionally manipulative. What stands out is the overwhelming confusion. Neither side seems able to process what is happening or understand the full extent of the emotional wreckage they've created. Johnny repeatedly deflects, refusing to take full accountability, while Amber's frustration builds to the point of a heated confrontation. Her emotions fluctuate between anger, disappointment, and a sense of betrayal. As the argument rages on, the relationship dynamics begin to mirror a pattern of emotional manipulation that is all too familiar in toxic relationships. Amber withdraws emotionally, and Johnny reacts with confusion and hurt. At one point, Johnny says, "When you walk away, when you split, it does nothing but perpetuate the fight. You can't just walk away from everything. How do you feel when I leave you, Amber?" His words are tinged with frustration and a sense of helplessness. Amber responds coldly, "I wouldn't just go into another room. You know what you're doing, and you keep doing it, no matter how much we fight." The painful silence after these exchanges is deafening. It speaks volumes about how communication has broken down completely, and how both are trapped in their own worlds of defensiveness. One of the most damaging aspects of their arguments is the constant blame, each person pointing the finger at the other. Johnny accuses Amber of instigating the fights, while Amber blames Johnny for starting them in the first place. The accusations flow freely, but neither seems capable of stepping back and recognizing their own roles in perpetuating this toxic cycle. Johnny's voice grows increasingly sharp. "You keep telling me I started the fight, but you don't even see what you do. You don't see the way you push me." Amber shoots back, "I push you? You've been pushing me for years, Johnny. And now you're acting like I'm the one at fault." Each one feels misunderstood, isolated, and lost. The Emotional distance between them is palpable, and the fighting continues, now fueled by an accumulation of unresolved anger and resentment.